Hi everybody, Nuala O'Connor here. Welcome to Meridian Tapping, tapping to retune our stress states into higher vibrational frequencies of more positive states and hopefully bringing us to a better state of wellness. Because when we are stressed and in a prolonged state of stress through worry and anxiety, as is happening for a lot of people right now, we tend to shut down our digestive system and send all our energy to fight and flight, and the result is that we basically shut down our autoimmune system, or a lot of it, which lives in our small intestine, and so then we start to weaken our immune system and we leave ourselves susceptible to more and more stress, less and less relaxed states. We end up not sleeping very well, probably craving stodgy foods, not drinking maybe water enough, and that just leaves us then more susceptible to things like a virus. So this tapping time is to help us to lower that stress state, because tapping has been clinically proven to actually lower stress hormones and reduce them and even clear them from the body, while also calming down the parts of the brain that trigger the stress response in the first place. That's what this tapping is all about. We're using a form of tapping called Meridian Tapping. The whole idea is that we are tapping two related but different meridian pathway points at the same time in a certain order to allow us to bring balance to our meridian energies, the yin-yang energies, which helps us to totally balance our whole energy. But also in doing that, it helps us to balance our neurotransmitter energies, such as dopamine, serotonin, noradrenaline, and many, many more. And so that's why I use this form of tapping. So I hope you enjoy it. So tonight, just as the last couple of nights, we're going to literally tap to retune stress and fear and worry to a state of calm and peacefulness and strength. So I'm going to take off my glasses, as I always do as well. Before we begin, I want you to check in. How stressed are you? If you had a scale in front of your eyes right now, and that scale went from -5 to 0 to +5, where would your eye fall in relation to how stressed you are right now? Minus to 0 being very stressed, so -5 is really stressed, 0 is sort of neutral, +5 is not stressed at all. And where would your eye fall? There's no judgment in that, just it's taking a marker for yourself. Once you've taken that marker, we'll begin. And what I tend to do is I ask people to place their less dominant hand, which is this hand for me, and of course I know you're not seeing it, it's my left hand, and I place that on my solar plexus area, which inside there I call that my engine room, because there are so many organs in there working away quietly but very effectively, and they need a less stress state. They need us to be in rest and relaxation states, because that's when they work best. And I place my dominant hand on top of that. I take 3 deep breaths. Even though I am stressed and worried, I truly am okay. So that's what we'll begin with tonight. So even though there's parts of me that are very stressed and very worried, right now I truly am okay. Because it's not all of us. If it was all of us that was stressed and worried, we wouldn't even be able to sit down and do this. So it's parts of us, probably parts of us that have got past traumatic experiences in us that haven't been fully resolved. But we're acknowledging that by saying, even though there are parts of me, aspects of me that are stressed and worried right now, I truly am okay. So even though there are parts of me that are stressed and worried, right now, I truly am okay. Tapping on the little finger side, firmly but gently on the karate chop point, as we call it in tapping. Even though there are parts of me, there's massive parts of me stressed right now, I truly am okay. Switch that over. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed, right now, I truly am okay. And I continue to change the phrases now tonight, because I'm going with the flow of the energy as it comes to me, rather than sticking with one particular phrase, which is what I generally suggest to people to do when they're tapping on their own. Stick to a phrase. So here we go. Under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed right now, I truly am calm. Switch those around. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed and so worried, right now I truly am calm. In the corner of the eye here on the bone, under the collarbone, remembering to have washed your hands before you tap. I forgot to mention at the beginning, but it's something I always do before I tap because the hands are up around the face. Even though I am so stressed and worried, possibly about loved ones, parents, sick, vulnerable people, right now I truly am calm. Switch over. Even though I am so stressed and worried about so many people, about the state of the world, about my family, right now I truly am calm. Out to the outer eye, under the nipple but still on the ribs. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed and worried right now, and there's nothing I can do, I truly am calm. Switch that over. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed and so worried, right now I truly am calm. Slide that out to just in front of the ear, little finger and thumb tip to tip. Even though there are parts of me that are so stressed and so worried, right now I truly am calm. Switch those over. Even though I have a lot of stress and worry in my life, right now I truly am calm. Up to the upper outer edge of the eyebrow, middle finger and thumb, sorry. Even though I have so much stress and worry in my life, my mind is always racing, overthinking, I'm a hypervigilant alert. Right now, I truly am calm. Switch those over. Even though I have a lot of worry and stress, I'm overthinking, I'm hypervigilant, right now, I truly am calm. Under the eye, under the arm. Even though there is so much stress and worry in my life, right now, I truly am calm. Switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in my life, right now, I truly am calm. Crease of the nose, outer torso, upper outer torso. Even though there is so much stress and worry in my life, I find it hard to calm down, I find it hard to let go. Right now, I truly am calm. Switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in my life, I find it hard to switch off and calm down. Right now, I truly am calm. Under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though I am so stressed and so worried at this time, right now, I truly am calm. And switch those over. Right now, I truly am calm. And come back to the carotid chop point. I truly am calm. And switch those over. I truly am calm. And come back to your solar plexus. And take a breath and just check in to see, have you calmed down any? Has your stress level dropped any? All we have is now. All we can control is now. And unfortunately, when you have something like a virus running around the place, it can leave you feeling threatened even in your own house, which leaves you hypervigilant even in your own house. You're probably running around the place cleaning everything. The kids are driving you cracked, even though they're doing their best, and you're doing your best. And that's the thing, we're all doing our best right now. And it's to see that as being enough, and to pat yourself on the back, to let yourself off the hook. And that's all you can do right now. and breathe. And the challenge sometimes is not just to be calm, but to be grateful, to find all the things you can be grateful for. For me, it's having the ability to make these videos and having this technique that I can share with people. Having my house, having my partner, having my life, and being as healthy as I am right now. And I'm truly grateful for all of that. So right now, let's tap on that, just being truly grateful. So we're going to drop the even though bit, and we're just going to tap on I truly am grateful. So gratitude point, breathe, I truly am grateful. And switch it over. I truly am grateful. And you might want to add what you're grateful for each point we tap. You don't have to, it's just a suggestion. I'm not going to, but you can if you wish. Under the nose, crease of the chin, I truly am grateful. Even with all that's going on in this world, I truly am grateful. Inner eye, under the collarbone, I truly am grateful. Switch them over. I truly am grateful. Outer corner, under the nipple, still on the ribs. I truly am grateful. Switch it over. I truly am grateful. Outer ear, the front of the ear, little finger and thumb. I truly am grateful. I truly am grateful. Outer edge of the eyebrow, middle finger and thumb. I truly am grateful. And switch those over. I truly am grateful. Under the eye, under the arm. I truly am grateful. And switch those over. I truly am grateful. Crease of the nose, outer eminence, outer torso. Just over an inch down from the collarbone, but you're still on the torso, you're not over onto the shoulder. I truly am grateful. And switch those over. I truly am grateful. Under the nose, crease of the chin. I truly am grateful. And switch those over. I truly am grateful. And come back to the gratitude point. I truly am grateful. I truly am grateful. And that's one of the challenges, isn't it? Back onto the solar plexus. Even in dark days, even in challenging times, to find something to be grateful for. I always say to the grateful heart, more is given of the same. So, well, to any heart, more is given. So if you're thinking, if you're sending a negative frequency, if that's the frequency that's going on in your thought process and in your body, then that's what you attract back. You attract back more of the same frequency. That's the law of attraction. Stronger. You even get it back at a stronger force. So if you're putting out a positive frequency, that's what you attract back. So to the grateful heart, so you're putting out the gratitude, I truly am grateful, then you'll get more things back to be grateful for at a stronger vibration. So I truly am blessed is another one. And let's just go with that one right now maybe. Even though all of this is going on, even though there is so much stress and worry in the world, I truly am blessed. So even though there is so much stress and worry in the world, I truly am blessed. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. Under the nose, crease of the chin. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am blessed. Switch those over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, I truly am blessed. Into the eye. Not in the eye, you're just on the bone there at the side of the eye and under the collarbone. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world, I truly am blessed. Switch it over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in my life, I truly am blessed. Outer, on the bone there in the outer eye, under the breast basically, under the nipple, but still on the ribs. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. And then slide out in front of the ear, little finger and thumb tip to tip. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. Switch it over. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. Corner of the eye, middle finger and thumb. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, I truly am blessed. Then come under the eye, under the arm. Even though there is so much stress and so much worry in the world and in my life, right now, I truly am blessed. And switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, right now, I truly am blessed. Crease up the nose, outer part of the torso. Even though there is so much stress and worry in the world and in my life, right now I truly am blessed. And switch that over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, right now I truly am blessed. Under the nose, crease up the chin. Even though there is so much stress and worry, right now I truly am blessed. And switch those over. Even though there is so much stress and worry, right now I truly am blessed. And come back to the karate chop point. I truly am blessed. Switch it over. I truly am blessed. And come back to the solar plexus and take 3 breaths. And go back to that scale. If you were here at the beginning of the tapping with us, there was a scale of from -5 to 0 to +5, and you could have found yourself when you started tapping down between 0 and -5 in a negative energy. So the thing is to look now and see after 3 rounds of tapping, and it's just 3 rounds of tapping, where does your eye fall? Is it up 1 point? Is it up 2 points? Is it gone way up below, above 0? Whatever works for you, it's fine. And you know, this way of tapping, and tapping could be a brand new thing to you, and so keep tapping. And it's like a dance. The more you practice the steps, the better you get at the technique and at the dance. So, and then it becomes an automatic thing for you. So the more you practice this form of tapping, the more it'll come to you, and the more your energy will get used to it, and you will find that your whole energy start to retune during it. I tend to find when I use it that I absolutely am buzzing at the end of it. Some forms of tapping, I trained in tapping, other forms of tapping, and I would have been able to walk around as I tapped. Not doing this one, I tend to find that I need to sit down after a while because my whole energy starts buzzing, and I can get a bit lightheaded. So I sit down and I tap, and it just brings me to a lovely balanced place. It totally raises my vibrational frequency. And it does that for lots of clients, lots of people I work with, and I hope it's doing that for you too, even just for these 15-20 minutes, and maybe for longer. I hope it's for longer. I hope you practice this. Daily practice of tapping, any form of it, will reduce your stress hormones and will calm down the parts of your brain that trigger the stress response. That's been clinically proven. Tapping also has reduced food cravings, addictions, lots of things, sleep problems, total de-stress and post-traumatic stress disorder. All of these things, anxiety and depression, have all been balanced up using tapping, one form of tapping or another. So it's definitely a tool that's worth exploring. I hope you've enjoyed these 2 weeks of tapping. I'm going to continue with videos. It may not just be tapping all the time that I'm going to do from here on in over the next while, and I'm probably going to change the time of these videos. I'm going to bring it into during the day, if that's okay, or it may fluctuate. I'm exploring, trying to find the right time to do this for me and possibly for you. If you have a time that you'd prefer, though, you can watch these videos at any time. You can find them up here on my page, and I share them in different groups and I share them in different places, and for what it's worth, that's why I share them. I share them because I want people to tap. I want people to drop their stress levels and to improve their wellness states. That's what I want. That's what we need right now, and I hope I'm helping in some way with that. Have fun, guys, and keep looking out for me. You'll find me if you follow me, you like these videos, then I think more things show up, though with Facebook sometimes that can be a strange one. Keep well and thanks for watching.